Justin Herbert here on the Rich Eisen Show. So what are your goals for 2021? Are you someone who writes them down? Do you write these things down? Are you one of those types that writes them down?
I think I have. I think for this year, it's probably more so to master the playbook and to be a better quarterback than I was this past year. And there are plenty of things that I need to improve on. And if I can master this playbook that we'll get in the next couple of weeks and know that when I get up to the line of scrimmage and I see a certain coverage, a certain pressure, I'm able to get to a better play. And I think that part of the quarterback play is really what puts your team in a position to win.
And in 2020, did you have a moment where you're like, okay, I think I can handle this. I think I'm ready for this. I think I got it. Was it in that emergency first start, or was it some other time?
I think it was later on in the year. There were a couple times when we were playing the Raiders that you see the rotation of the safeties, and you're able to kind of look off defenders, and I think that's when you really understand, maybe you can play at this level. And things kind of slowed down during those plays, and obviously I'd love for that to happen every single play, but it's not always going to go that way. But it was a lot of fun this year.
So there was a time where, okay, I was able to do this sort of next level thing, and sort of the pieces were slowing down. You do have a recollection of something like that, huh?
Yeah, exactly. And I remember coming off the sideline and talking to my coach about it, because they were in a single high safety and we wanted it for two high safety. And, I saw the rotation and I looked off the linebacker, and I told the coaches, because I was pretty proud of that. And I think it was just one of those moments that I realized that there's a possibility and that I can play at this level.
And then what about a moment where you're like, oh my God, that was a very long Sunday. Like, I don't know or I got to go back to the drawing board a little bit. Is there one of those too?
Yeah, there were a couple of those this year, and I think the earliest one was probably the Carolina game when I dropped back and I stayed too deep in my drop, and I was at about 10 yards, and Brian Burns just came around the edge and knocked the ball out, and you just kind of have to live through that and learn through it, and you have to be better in the pocket, and you have to have a feel for it, and that's just one of those things that I really didn't do a whole lot at Oregon. So it's experience, and it was definitely a teaching moment for me.
Who hit you the hardest? What was the hardest hit you took in your Offensive Rookie of the Year campaign?
It was the Kansas City game, the first game, when I was running to the sideline, and it was 3rd and short, and I thought I could get the first down, and I should have just gone out of bounds. But I took a hit on from a linebacker, and we both collided on the sideline. And that kind of taught me maybe it's time to start sliding and running out of bounds.
Sometimes you got to take the hits to learn the hard way. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.